Welcome back to another day in the Elajas era. I'm your host with the most boast, Taylor Elajas. You doing good? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good though. I'm doing pretty good today. We're back at Elajas and Friends, and I'm joined by
What it do, flight crew, FTC, flight team stand up.
and specifically getting down and dirty mumbo sauce.
I don't think I had it.
That's like a DC staple for real.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't lie. I'm not too cultured in the DC like that.
You got to try it though.
No.
I'm telling you, it's like how do I explain it? I don't want to call it barbecue sauce, but it's in the barbecue sauce family, kinda,
Yeah.
right? But it's like sweet, but it got a little bit of smoky to it.
Damn.
No, I'm telling you, it's fine.
That sounds good as hell.
You gotta try it out.
Yeah, got to.
So in LA, they be saying that it's really just tacos and Hispanic food. How you feel about that?
No, I think that's like misleading. If you around there and out there long enough, and get to know the right people, there's a lot of like good, diverse cultural food. They got great soul food, great Italian food, Mediterranean food, like all types of food over there. You just gotta like know the spots. You can't just go to any other spot. That's one thing I never flex.
You know what I'm saying? That's what everywhere too. You know what I'm saying? You just go into anybody random, hole in the wall.
Right.
You might leave with food poisoning.
Hey, it's possible.
It might get like that. Not gonna lie to you. But Florida, baby. Florida. Jittinims.
Jitnivs, that's the first time I ever heard that.
Jittinims.
That's actually a fire little word though. Someone gonna run off with that. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I mean, but heard it here first. Elajas and Friends.
Jitnivs. That's kind of that's
No.
catchy right there.
Hey, Jittinims. But how do you feel on the difference between being a Florida baby and like that you have lived in California?
Oh man, like pretty good. You always, never forget where you came from and always stick to your roots. But it's definitely a different, like it was a big culture shocker. Like you're going all the way from like, the South, which is considered, and you're going to the West Coast. Difference in, the way people dress, the lingo. Even like mountains. There's no mountains in Florida. So all that stuff like was just new to me. So it was just a thing to just get used to. But I think it's pretty cool. I've always like had a thing for LA, like even like growing up, like whether I'll see stuff in like movies or video.
What's up, Wolfpack? Today's episode of Elajas and Friends is sponsored by Chef J of Quality Eats. If you need catering services or private chefing or some quality eats, tap in to Chef J. Let's get back to the episode. Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't know how, man. If I see the weather at like 15, 20 degrees, it's like, why do you go outside? Yeah, but I'll be mad trying to just go get food. Like,
at least there's a lot of access to resources, though.
yeah.
There's a lot of access to where you may not have to walk that far, or you can get an Uber, if you're that lazy, or DoorDash,
Yeah.
or Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever your the version of food transportation
Yeah.
that you might get into, but yeah, it gets like that though. But right, growing up, what were your favorite video games?
Oh man, big sports guy here. So like my first ever game I played was NBA Street. The first one with Stretch on the cover. So big NBA, basketball, football, NFL Street. Like those are like my main games. Like playing. That's like childhood right there. And then it eventually evolved. Like got into like GTA and then like Call of Duties and stuff. But honestly, I've always been like really into like the sports game. So that's always been a big part. Every NFL, NBA Street played. Like the 2K, my first 2K was 2K5. Live, it was Live 05. So yes, it was a big thing, growing up. And they also put more like effort into games and stuff back then. They had a lot more love that they put into it. So if it just felt like, I don't know, it was just super nostalgic, Made the days pass by like a lot more better, a lot more like, I don't know. Wish they still had that.
Yeah. So what's your favorite 2K?
2K11.
Okay.
Yeah. People some will say like 2K16 or 19 was the best, but
16 was a good one. I did like 16.
I was mad because I took a break from gaming when 2K16 dropped, but I played it for like the first 3 weeks.
Oh.
But I missed out on the best ever 2K that people call it during that time. So yeah, it pisses me off still to this day. I'm like, damn.
on 2K16, right? I was a big my GM type of person, right? Playing on the parts is honestly just it was irritating and annoying because like
Nah, I feel you.
I wasn't playing as much as everybody else to want to be as good, to want to be like able to go back and forth with somebody who literally sits and plays 2K 24/7, 365. I just don't have it for you. You got it.
Yeah, man, I like
But
that, honestly.
you know, I liked being able to play my GM though, where like I was a fiend at this time. Though I'm not gonna lie to you. I was downloading draft classes
Uh-huh.
and like you know like when they also was they didn't have like the old teams yet, so I'm like downloading like old teams to the game and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm making like you know integrated rosters. I'm like making created players. I clearly had too much time on my hands, but you know it was fun though. Around that time it was.
Yeah, I never got into the my GM stuff. That sounded like fun.
Well, it was fun for me. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had like this one center. He was like 7 feet, 250. He didn't shoot middies, and you know he kind of shoot like Shaq, but he had like a 3-point shot like that. You
Man.
know, he was a monster. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know,
Yeah.
in my head, you know, because I be hooping too.
Uh,
In my head, I feel like you know, in a different world, I was a big man.
so
So you
yeah.
know, you know, in my head, sometimes I'm like 6'8", but in reality, you know, that's not what it is. But you know, I still like to get in the post, hit me with some, you know, and make something
Hey,
with
you
the
gotta have an all around game at the end of the day.
yeah.
No matter how tall you have a post game, you're already ahead of, you know.
That's
So
right. You know what I'm saying? So why do you think ultimately nowadays NBA Live is struggling to get a similar prominence that they once had, while 2K is kind of still the monopoly?
shit. I mean, it could start like with the mini of laundry list of things. I mean, like two of the staff from EA, like they work for 2K now. So it's like that's already a bad thing because it's like they took some of the sauce that they had for live and they brought it over to 2K. So it's basically like, you know, they steal their mechanics, they steal their like animations or whatever. So they have a very limited amount of what they can do to bring that's different to the table. Um, I feel like the combination of laziness too, like they just don't have that passion to put love into the game. Like they got so much potential. Like NBA Live 19 was just like a few more steps from being I don't know if you played Live 19, but it was a few more steps from, like, right there being on 2K's level, and they just gave up. They can't take constructive criticism too. 2K can't either, like, the devs, they're in their feelings like crazy with anything. But with Live, it's like, they strictly just follow one format, and they're so corporate with certain shit, and it's just that's how they do it. They don't so they close out the community, a combination of laziness. Some of their staff took, like, some of their stuff and brought it to 2K. They put themselves in a hole,
Mm,
but I feel like they can still dig themselves out of it. They just don't apply that pressure.
yeah, like you know,
Sucks.
because with 2K, you know, they at least keep trying, and they already have the name, and you know, even if there's always going to be opinions about a 2K, you
Yeah.
know, like no one will be able to get a video game perfect, probably, right? So you know, to in terms of the new 2K though, how you feeling about that one?
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fun, but it got some flaws that I feel like it's not gonna help the game last long. You got the Zenners. Don't get me started with that. And you got the 7-4s you gotta deal with. And you got the people that like to spam dribble. They made the dribbling kind of how it was in 2K16 that people love. It's cool, but it's just like they got a lot of certain animations. If you equip, you can glitch it out. It's just annoying to see, you know. Then you got the consistent, you know, 2K's gonna have their server issues. They false advertisement with stuff. They're gonna have their lag and everything. Certain wait times is weird. Yeah, it's a whole lot of stuff. But I'm having fun so far. But there's a lot of flaws in the game, honestly, that I don't think it's gonna last.
Mm,
I gave it a 7.1.
7.1.
Yeah, out of 10.
Okay.
It's definitely better than like the last 2 or 3 2Ks, but it has the stuff in there where it's like you get to a point you're playing it, you're just like, okay, why am I on this? They're not gonna, you know.
Yeah.
It gets to a point when, let's say you go on an 8 game winning streak, you're a few more away from getting that fireball, and then you got somebody that's stream sniping you and just waited an hour, and he plugged in his Zen that he bought off Amazon and just he can just shoot half court shots, fade away off screens. You can't even defend it. Double team him, it doesn't work. You know, it's just geeks that just thrive on just seeing people just, you know, get upset. You can't stop the cheat.
Yeah.
The devs don't care to stop it. It's just, it's what else can you do?
So why do you think the devs don't care to stop it?
Oh, the microtransactions. They're making too much money off the VC. Um, like, bro, to buy 750,000 VC is almost $200.
Mm.
You know, so it's like you add that up, you get about 5 mil VC off of that. Like, that's damn near a band or two. Like, you know, unfortunately, like, you know, I'm the one, you know, I'm buying that shit and other people are. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's giving them the escape.
Why change the formula if you finna do it anyway? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, since they put microtransactions since like 2K14, they look at it as just like, damn, we're making so much bread. Why do we gotta try? You know? But I feel like GTA 6 drops, they're gonna like understand that the community is gonna really go over the GTA community a lot, and then okay, we're gonna have to make a good game now and stuff. That's my prediction, but we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you have to sometimes get a little shift to know that, all right, you got to try new things, because we was even talking about earlier, like, Chick-fil-A got a pretzel bun now.
Yeah,
I've never seen them do a pretzel bun, so I was like, that sounded a little different. It could have also just sounded like wheat bread, but it's like, I like the marketing, you know what I'm saying? It's all about how you're marketing to me, honestly, but speaking of 2K though, I, growing up, definitely used to watch a lot of 2K streams, to where it was a point I was literally watching 2K streamers and gamers, maybe not streamers at the time, like 2K YouTubers,
yeah.
before I actually would even pick up the game myself,
Really?
I always loved playing basketball and all that, but there was even times where, with the entertainment aspect, it was like TV, from early, I stopped really watching TV, using TV as TV.
Yeah.
YouTube was really my TV, honestly, like, to where it was entertainment, to where I was able to just, pass the time or use white noise or have something to watch while I eat or
Yeah, exactly.
something like that, So even where, I saw you credit to Chris Smooth and, his impact on the overall creator economy, to where that made even you go like, yeah, this man got how many floors off of playing 2K? Yeah, like,
Man, tell me about it. Like, and yeah, no, similar to you, like, I grew up like right into that time period where like social media started becoming a thing. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff was getting created. And it's like, yeah, when I found out about Smooth, like that was also when like all the great cartoons back in the day, like the OG carts like Ed and Eddie, Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, like all that stuff was just like they just stopped showing that stuff and they got these new waves. So I'm like, bro, I'm not really feeling this stuff on TV. It's like I looked up one tutorial. It was crazy just looking up one tutorial off 2K on Google, and I find Chris Smooth's channel, and then literally that became my TV. And then you discover other avenues of YouTubers and stuff like that, and it evolves to the streaming and so on. But it's just, yeah, it's crazy to just like how the social media wave just like came into like, I don't know, like that come up, just watching stuff. I never would have thought like growing up, like you just people would just be more in tune to watching something on the internet than like on a TV. Because at one point, TV was just like a big thing. Like you had to have a TV, or people would just like want to go over somebody's house just to watch the TV or whatever's on. Like, and now it's just like, now, like, let's just get our phones and like, it's out.
it's
Right on the app.
You know what I'm saying? No matter where I'm at, I can watch some TV.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Got like 7, 8 options, like right on the phone at your dispense.
Yeah. But sometimes it's too many options. Like,
Yeah, true.
like, that's a lot.
It gets distracting too sometimes. You gotta know how to they gotta put something in the phone to make you just like that dopamine.
Mm. Yeah, sure. Get that guy a map.
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic.
in the corner like a prostitute.
Oh man, what you know about that?
Nah,
Nah, you really was tapped in.
I tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I tell you, I was locked in.
Damn.
Bridges got swagged.
Oh man.
Nah,
Yo, those are OGs right there.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out.
It really genuinely was entertaining, to where I even contributed to me wanting to also go play 2K after I, sit and watch them play 2K. You know what I'm saying? But that like ultimately just goes to show where it's like the entertainment aspect of things is also what contributed to me wanting to build in my own way of just ultimate entertainment. Because like I'm literally, when people comment like, how you sitting there and watch somebody play, it's like, because actually it's entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how you gonna tell someone what's entertaining them to watch? Like, that never really makes sense to me, if anything. Like,
Yeah.
if somebody just enjoys, let's say somebody drawing a picture or something, like, let them enjoy watching somebody draw a picture. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
so it's their brain. That's how they think.
Yeah. Like back scratching ASMR videos.
Yeah, like, let them watch that. Let them enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's what gets their peace, gets them through the day.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a great way to get through the day is also through eating.
Oh, yeah.
We got
Can't get
some
food. Foodie huge. Okay.
Chef J.
How you doing, Chef Jay? Yeah, it's rather chilling.
Indeed.
Very nice to meet you. Yeah, you too. Oh, all right. Thank you.
What you got for us here?
Like I said, today we got curry shrimp empanada with jerk sweet chili dipping sauce
Okay.
and coconut curry dipping sauce as well. So, you know, you could just dip and get right into what you got to do.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Appreciate it, Chef Jay.
Of course. No, thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, little empanada. Okay. Yeah, indeed. I say here at EBN, we like to eat and like to eat uniquely. Okay, so let me know what sauce you want to try first.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go with the sweet chili.
Sweet chili. You know, we was talking about being a sweet chili individual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on, I pray before I eat.
Okay, talk to him.
Come to Jesus, we bless us with the food we about to receive. Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Down and dirty. Wait. I usually we rate things out of 5 lemons.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's do it.
First bite.
Bite.
Hold on now. Hold on.
It's crispy.
Yeah.
A lot of flavor.
A lot of
Good
flavor.
seasoning in it.
Mm-hmm.
The sweet chili is really good.
The sweet chili is good. And it's like, it's getting me on the back end too.
Yeah.
Now, I got it on the front end, but then it's like, oh yeah, we creep back in there.
Because I've had some sweet chili. I was like, bro, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
This one is delicious. Almost tastes like sweet and sour.
Sweet. It looked like a tamarind type of vibe,
Yeah.
but it's definitely giving sweet chili. You know, colors can be deceiving. For sure. You want to get into the green sauce?
Yeah, let's try it.
Let's get into it.
I got a little twirly on it too.
All right, wait. Out of 5 lemons for the bite with the sweet chili.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
5 lemons.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
For Chef J. Calgary.
Sure, the yellow.
Eating uniquely.
Let's do it.
Both sauces give different flavor palettes.
I don't know why I was expecting honey mustard.
Honey mustard. I was expecting, like, you know, like when you go to the taco place and they give you like the green looking sauce.
Oh, yeah. I knew what you're talking about.
I was expecting maybe a variant of that. You know what I'm saying?
But I honestly can't tell you, like, which one I like better on the dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the yellow, I'm like, nah, this don't look too appetizing, but I'm gonna try it into that.
Down and dirty.
And you know what I'm saying? It has a very interesting taste.
Mm.
Kind of sweet, that just.
Yep.
And then the sweet chili, that's undeniable.
That one was a banger off rip.
Yeah.
Don DeMarco. For sure.
Yo, Chef J. Got something going.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep the thing going, talking about food as well, right? So has Bam Adebayo ever told you something about you calling him Bam Adebayo?
Nah, not yet. I know you see Okonkwo, you see Giannis.
Yeah.
I know he's for a fact whenever he sees me in person, he's gonna say something. I don't know if he seen me was on speed stream.
Yeah.
He was just like, he thought basically Kai was me from behind and stuff. Like, long story short, and went to go basically tap on Kai. I think it was the 2023 All-Star game, and basically was just like, hey, stop calling me Okonkwo, say my name right. And he said it twice allegedly, and then Kai turned around and he was just like, what are you talking about? And then he was just like, oh no, I thought you was Flight. So I know it's coming.
Yeah, you know, that was the wording. That was the wording shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be going there with him too, you know what I'm saying? So you versus Rudy Gobert in a 3-point shootout, who wins?
Oh, I'm winning. He can't shoot to save his life.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Rudy Gobert though. FTC over here. Yeah, he's cool, but no, he can't shoot. He can't play offense. He has good defense though.
Okay.
So that some players are made to have certain positions on the court, which is fine, you know?
Yeah.
As long as you play their position and good.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, I think he got like a DPOI or something.
What's that again?
A DPOI, defense player of the year.
Oh, defensive player. Yeah. Duh, I know what that is. Yeah, so that's what everybody knows he's known for defense. Nobody expects him to come and jack up 5 or 10 threes and yeah, I'm beating them in 3-point combos. Yeah, easy.
Okay. I feel that. So you versus Kenny in a 3-point shootout, who wins?
I'm winning.
Oh.
Yeah. Shout out to Kenny though.
Gotcha.
I feel like, I lock in, I got that.
Okay.
And it also depends the gym I'm in too.
I was actually, what's funny, I actually saw a creator make a video on depth perception, you know, when shooting, because he played at I think some Nike court or something indoors, and one of the sides was higher than the other, you know, so, and like having to adjust to you know, ultimately the leveling of different courts and all this, you know, so like you feel like when you hoop in different gyms, you're like your shot making percentage increases, decreases? What would you say?
Oh, most definitely. Like, bro, there's certain courts that like people don't really be talking about this, but like there's certain courts I feel like that just have certain energies to them, or whoever's ever been on it, where it just throws your shot off. And there's other courts that have different energy, where it has good energy, whatever, and it's gonna put your shot on. It just depends the atmosphere. It also depends the time of the day. That's another factor too. Because I don't know, like there's some gyms I can go to 8 or 10, 9 or 10 just from warming up shooting a three. And there's other gyms where it's like, okay, like I feel normal, but it doesn't feel like the right energy. I don't know. Something about it is off,
Mm.
you know? So that has a big role factor too. Another thing too that I be noticing, not every rim is exactly 10 feet. Some of these rims be like 9.8, 9.9.
8, 9.7.
Right. They gonna tell you it's 10 feet, of course, but it really don't be 10 feet.
They're not doing the math and measuring.
Nah, at all. So that all plays a factor, how you're gonna be, your shot's gonna be on.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Speaking of hoop and whatnot, right?
Uh,
Why is it taking you so long to go to an NBA game?
oh man. We're gonna make it happen this year. Like, for one, I've never been to like no professional sports game ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah, NFL, NBA, baseball, name it. But I don't know, like I ain't really have like no explanation to it. We're gonna break the ice this year and definitely do it. My thing is, okay, I will say like I wouldn't say my attention span is like low, but it's like I know how long these full games be, like 2.5 hours, and I'm like sitting there realistically put it down. Like, am I gonna want to come? And mind you, like you come before the game starts, like they're
Nah,
probably
word.
doing stuff, cheerleading,
Just
circus moves and stuff. I think
performances.
right. Well, I've seen 2K the intros. I thought so. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like attention span wise, I genuinely wouldn't want to sit somewhere in the same spot for like 2.5 hours, like watching somebody like play basketball. If it makes sense, like I'd rather just like watch the highlight of the best moments of it. But I definitely want to obviously like you can't call yourself a real hoops fan if you don't go to an NBA game, and I don't know. So we gotta break the ice this year. I'm going to 5 courtside.
5 courtside.
Yeah,
Got
I'm gonna go to 3 Warriors and then 2 random teams.
Okay.
So we gonna make that happen this NBA season.
Gotta make it happen.
Yep.
Gotta make it happen. Speaking of the Warriors, right? Which Warriors team do you think was the most fun to watch that didn't include KD?
Low key the 2022 one.
You know, it's funny. I was hoping that you went with that one instead of like 2016
Yeah, no, it definitely was 20
or 20. Was it 2015?
15, yeah,
2015.
yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't think people necessarily even thought that they were gonna win that one.
No, exactly. That's what made that year, like, I feel like one of the best, like, fairy tale endings ever I've seen in, like, maybe top 3 in NBA history, because just looking at the team evolve and just go through the year, and then you have different gems like Jordan Poole, and you have other teammates and stuff just start stepping up out of nowhere in the playoffs. They counted us out and just boom, end up winning the finals. I wish we still had that same team, and it hurts, but it is what
We
it
got
is.
Jimmy now, though.
Yeah. Jimmy doing his thing. He gonna do his thing for sure. But it's more of like Jordan Poole. Like, we didn't have to let him go. I wish that didn't happen, but
That the fist started flying.
right, man.
Now the ego started flaring.
Right.
Gets out of hand.
Yeah, I was torn when it happened, man.
I mean, this too shall indeed pass. You know what I'm saying? But with the NFL, right? Who do you think is the greatest quarterback of all time?
Oh, Tom Brady. Without a doubt. Big Tom Brady fan. Like, if we're going like maybe like number 2, probably personally to me, I'm saying I'm a low-key say Vic, personally.
Mike Vick.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And people are gonna be like, okay, why? Maybe not off statistic wise compared to like every other Hall of Fame quarterback, but I feel like Mike Vick, if you're slowly looking at like even college football, like the standard meta now, like every quarterback starting to like have to be able to run, have to be able to have at least like a 75, 80 speed. Like nowadays, before you would be able to have people like Tom, like I feel like, which even hurts for me to say, maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like, let's say if Tom Brady was playing right now, I think he would obviously still be amazing, still do his thing, but I don't think he'll be super that record-breaking Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Compared to people like Mahomes. Mahomes is able to scramble. Even Mahomes, he doesn't have like a 90s. He has like a solid 70, 75. But all these quarterbacks are able to scramble, 65, maybe I was being genuine.
Oh, I wouldn't say 65. I don't know. I was saying maybe a 75 probably cool.
Yeah, okay,
Cool.
yeah.
Probably cool.
That's solid. Yeah, no, but like the thing is, I feel like with the last 3-5 years in the NFL, like the whole meta for a quarterback is to like be able to scramble. So that's where I feel like that's gonna make a with Mike Vick. He brought like that whole basically to go back to everything. He brought that whole meta into the NFL that I feel like people don't want to give his flowers to about.
That's what
You know, there was maybe you had John Elway, a few others. There was one I was thinking that used to play for Cunningham, play for the Eagles like the 80s and stuff. They was able to scramble, but that's like 2 out of 30, 28 quarterbacks out of the NFL.
Yeah.
It's like Mike Vick came and I just started gradually seeing more college football quarterbacks. Even if they didn't make it like that to the NFL, they were able to scramble, pass the ball. NFL, now they're starting to be able to scramble and pass the ball. Like, so I feel like Mike Vick, he started like the big trend that's gonna happen right now for the NFL. So you got to get his flowers. You got to be a top 5 at least.
And also like he was polarizing. So that's the people that people ultimately, take with them in their memory and all that. Even down to like Allen Iverson and the swag and, that allows people to see themselves in you or look up to you in a way that makes them feel like, oh, that looks cool. I want to do it too.
Yeah.
So, which is something that I definitely want to even, give you your flowers for in that way, where it's showing avenue that isn't even just where they tell you like, oh, go to school or rap or play sports. It's like, okay, like you could do that instead of being in the streets, but you could also do other things. There's other avenues as well.
Exactly.
So, you're able to definitely show that you can have an avenue that is just, doesn't harm anybody. It's you and your words and a camera and a controller,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So definitely, there we definitely need more example. Now, what is examples now though? So like,
Yeah.
but, at that time though, you were part of like a era of examples to show like you can do other things other than because whenever they give you the advice, they just be like, yeah, just don't be in the streets, and if you outside of that, rap, try to play sports, and then maybe get injured, and then your whole career is over.
Hey, no, it's much love. I appreciate that so much. So I just be trying to just be myself and just keep pushing and I always have like a never satisfied like attitude. I feel like that's gonna get you far with anything you like approach in life. So
That's a fact.
keep at it.
That's a fact. And even like I can relate as well to where you have an injury young, and then it kind of open your eyes. Whereas like, imagine this happens again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
I tore a ligament near my meniscus in high school. I really loved playing basketball. I still to this day I still play. I still hoop and all that.
Yeah.
But at the time it's like you sitting down and you like damn, and it's just it's the way that it happened to me too.
Yeah.
It just got me so upset for real. You know what I'm saying? So like we was in high school gym, whatever. Like my teacher, she had us doing full court 1v1s for whatever reason, right? So I was cooking this one guy, hitting with the whoopty woos and all types of jitnims.
Yeah.
Right. So I was getting crazy with that. Right. So I hit him with a lay. Right. And then he immediately tried to get the ball and just go full speed and try to zoom past me to get a lay. Right.
Yeah.
So being that once again my confidence was definitely high at the time. So I was doing great things on the basketball court around those times. Right.
Sure.
So he's running, trying to get a quick layoff, and I go 1-2 jump. And I'm trying to swat it. I'm really trying to hurt his confidence. I'm trying to shake his pride for real, right? LeBron James around that time, he was chase down blocking people, so I liked it. It looked funny.
Yeah.
So ran up, hit it with a strong 1-2, right? And he did something I never even thought he was capable of doing. He pump faked me.
Oh, the classic fundamentals, bro.
I said, I didn't even know you had that in your bag. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think you had that in your bag. Pulled it out, pump faked me, right? I was in the air and I watched myself just be so disappointed. Like my body came out of my body, and I was looking at my soul like, wow, is this about to be over for you, right? Landed, hit the floor. Ooh, my knee came out of its socket.
What?
And I watched it go back. It was it all happened in a matter of like 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
It went shake, came back in, and I was like, damn, yeah, it's over. I can't move, right?
Yeah.
Had to wheelchair me, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
One day I'm gonna put it in a documentary.
Bro, you got to, bro. I'm sorry that happened. That's it, bro. That sounds awful as hell. Like,
but it was good because it made me realize, you know what? I'm not going to the NBA, and it's okay.
unfortunately,
You know what I'm saying? And you know what else we got?
What?
We got more eats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Quality eats.
What's up?
Chef J is back.
It's good, brother.
So this time we got rasta pasta. Yeah, we had jerk with jerk chicken, and the jerk chicken has a tropical honey glaze.
Damn.
It's
Thank you
good.
so much. Any napkins, anybody?
Yes, that's the
Thank you. Thank you, OJ.
Rasta pasta.
Where's it spawning this food from?
You know, we got him working on a treadmill in the back, just making him while he's running. You got the pot in one hand. He got a what's one of the portable hot plates. You know what I'm saying? It's impressive.
Damn, nah.
It's impressive.
Shit, I ain't questioning it.
Yeah. Let's get to remember. It's out of 5 lemons.
Got you.
Yes.
We got I'm just going with the pasta first. It's the first from Virginia. Thank you. Yeah, that pasta hitting.
Pasta smacking.
Seasoned. Ooh. It's creamy, flavorful, made with love. I want to try with the jerk chicken.
Knuckle jerk.
That pasta 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 lemons. Chef J.
But we a lot, Chef J. I might need to hire him or something. I might need to take him from you, bro. I apologize.
Get you some quality eats, bro.
Yeah.
Get you some quality eats, man.
I'm not even trying to glaze. Like, I don't have like no like flaws. Jerk chicken. This is a 5 out of 5. It's seasoned. And the thing I like about it, it has a kick to it, like the spice, but it's not too overwhelmingly spicy. I've had jerk chickens where they put too much spice in it. It's unbearable. I don't
No,
like
literally.
that.
They be drowning it in the
Yeah.
jerk. Like, I be hating that. It's like, yo, I asked for jerk, nickel jerk. I ain't asked for the over the jerk. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Bro, this is actually, this is genuinely delicious, Jay.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
It being eats. You know what I'm saying? You know it'd be eaten uniquely. In case you didn't know, now you know. You understand? So, you were able to get this far, right?
Yeah.
And when you made Not So Average Flight and you said you got to 1 million subscribers in 6 months, right?
Sure.
So wipe your mouth real quick.
Oh, thank you.
Real one right there. So I saw that you said you were posting 3 to 5 times. Was that a day?
Yeah. So, yeah, Not Your Average Flight came first. We look good, like Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Not Your Average Flight came first, and then Flight Reacts came about like the end of 2015. I remember it. I was moving out for the first time, and I'm like, okay, I think it wouldn't hurt if I like just make another channel, just like on some like, okay, like just help out with bills and shit. That's all I'm thinking. I'm not trying to I ain't think anything of it. So I make it, and then like also I'm trying to get into like that reaction side. Back then it was like the community wasn't as big as what it is now, and it was looked down a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was actually a risk, in a way, doing them back then. But I was just like, you know what? I feel like I can make this different. I can make it where people don't look down at it and they look at it as like, okay, it can benefit both people. So whatever. So yeah, fast forward on the top of 2016, like new channel and shit. I'm already moved out. And so yeah, I get right to it. 3 to 5 videos a day. It don't matter what time of the day. Like we just keep, 6 months straight at it. In 6 months we hit, 1 million subs. And my Not Your Average Flight channel, it took like 2 years to hit. It was at 48,000 when I made the Flight React channel. So yeah, it just, I don't know, it woke me up. And then the Not Your Average Flight also took off as well throughout that time period. And then like over time, I like basically transferred and made my Flight React channel more of like the music and the IRL basketball or IRL football or like high anticipated NBA games and stuff, reactions and stuff for that channel. And then like I put the spam reacts on like the Not Your Average Flight channel. So basically like, the same thing, but just more organized and structured. But yeah, no, it was crazy. Gotta thank God, bomb ass community, FTC, best brothers in the nation, best brothers, sisters in the nation. So
Fire.
yeah.
Now I like the method in which I think people gotta take from it, because it's like past when someone just says when they ask for advice and say a creator says, oh, be consistent, and they probably just take that as like whatever, right? But it's really the volume of consistency, I think, that people get misconstrued about it. It's like it's not like Because even one time a day is not enough.
Nah,
I don't know. And that's why I think the average person will look at as consistency was that. And you should still, if that's what you can do for the moment or at your particular, time frame trying to get into the game, whatever, you can do that. But, it's really the over amount of, flooding the algorithm literally that's the thing that's going to actually get you some type of push. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly. Like, another thing too is that with people, I feel like they don't really be explaining with just not even the content creation space, but anything you want to pursue in life. Like, you got to be able to work through like any type of adversity. Like, I know how hard it is. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, like you need to just like forget about that and just keep pushing. But you got to be able to work through like if you have mental health issues, you got to be able to work through if you're sick. Like, there's times that I've literally like have 101 fever, like can't hold down food, but still like cranking out like content is still like getting on stream, like nothing's going on. Like, you got to be able to like work through those avenues too, because those also put you on a different like scale and a different hump, and you never know what algorithm you're gonna hit. You always want to give yourself the biggest chance. Or like let's say you're going through like let's say personal issues and stuff, family, friends, or whatever. You're gonna want to be able to like in some like high quality pack action too, be able to continue to push out stuff, content, stream, etc. throughout that. So I feel like those are the things that people don't really talk about that you need to be able to do. That's gonna make the difference. That's the real like, the next step. You know.
no, yeah, for sure. Especially in this era of streamers where I feel like people think, so yes, like the barrier entry is not high, but the barrier to success is way higher than I think people understand, and they definitely underestimate going into it. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So like everybody will be able to have a chance at it, but
Yeah.
at some point it may just turn to time wasted if you're not going to invest the amount of actual time it takes for even like anybody at a higher, level on that platform. The amount of work, the effort they have to do, unless they really got like an instant cosign. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like my thing, right? I I think that's what people don't really say about the Twitch side of things,
Yeah.
right? Is yes, you could grind your life away and you could get somewhere. For sure. If you put in all in that technique that you're saying,
Yeah.
you can and will do that, right?
Yeah. Fact.
But a lot of times the real is that people got cosigns and they get put ons and then they get instant communities like that, which is nothing wrong with it. But that's just also a lot of the time what it actually is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Sometimes honestly, like shit, and even outside of that part, like in streaming and stuff, like sometimes that unfortunately happens. Like you can just be working hard and like you said, it can end up being like waste time if you don't put your mind to it and think that you can pursue it. But what also people don't talk about, and to be more blunt, like how you said it, like luck happens. Like you can come across the right person at the right time, and you know what I'm saying, and they just take it to the next level, and compared to somebody else that maybe has a different work ethic or whatever, like that can affect it. You may not reach that. You could still be consistent, working hard, and being trendy, and you're yourself or whatever. But yeah, luck happens. You have to have a little bit of luck. Whether if it's small or big. And shit, I would even be sitting up here capping and even say that like obviously like, I know that, it came from like hard work and everything, majority, but there's definitely been certain times when like from when I started YouTube or like streaming, like I happen to like started at the right time or like been able to produce this content at the right time and it helped give a boost. For example, when I first was really starting YouTube, like GTA 5 dropped. You know what I'm saying? GTA, they ain't drop a new GTA in like the last 10 years. GTA 5 drop and I'm able to, kind of catch on to like that early wave that's going to help, direct different avenues and stuff. Where rather, I still feel like I would have, regardless, obviously been successful, whatever. But I feel like if I would have maybe a few years started, maybe let's say earlier when there wasn't no groundbreaking, selling out type of game like that, it could have possibly been harder. I could have had to put in like more extra work and not necessarily waste of time, but more like just dedication, basically. So it's all about timing. It's all about timing sometimes. You have to get just a little lucky. It's not all about luck, but you do got to come up on a little luck. Everybody comes up on a little luck. They don't want to admit it, but you can be as most self-made as you want, but you have to come up on just a tad bit of luck. There's a difference between coming up on a tad bit of luck and then a whole bunch. And it varies for different people.
Yeah.
So
So who would you say has been your most impactful, right place, right time person?
um I wouldn't even say person. I would honestly say like if I can say that like video game, like 2 video games. You had GTA 5 and you had NBA Live, especially with NBA Live. What I was doing back in the day, I'm pretty sure you was tapped in or whatever. I'm assuming. Like I was trying to root for Live over 2K more and stuff, and then also, that wasn't like a thing. People wasn't uploading like live. Like I was dead as like the first. Maybe there was like a few others like small ones, but they wouldn't be like really doing it seriously for real. Like I kind of was just like it was just the market was open basically to just like upload live gameplay. And that's another example I was talking about. You got to get a little lucky. So with that, it's just like I ended up just doing that, and it caught numbers better than what I was trying to do with like 2K. And I feel like with that right timing, that made me be able to like, in a way, express like how much potential and entertaining I could be to different people because you would have people that would just coming over, they'll try to hate and be like, why are you playing this game? Get on 2K, you're wasting your time. But then at the same time, they'll just be like, this dude's funny as hell, he entertaining as hell. And I feel like they wouldn't have kind of been able to see that because, 2K has always kind of been oversaturated. So it's like kind of hard to kind of put your name and, go through when you're just first coming up. Stuff like that, has a good impact and help. I felt like I think that was probably one of the more major things, and then it directed to a different avenue.
Got you. So when would you feel like you've reached internal satisfaction and success?
Honestly, it's scary, but I feel like never. Just the way like the numbers, like the exact numbers, they allegedly like they don't ever end. Like there's no like limit to a number count. It's like same with me. Like I don't feel like I would ever like be satisfied. Like I feel like I can accomplish all this like tomorrow, and then like the next day I don't know, I'll feel down and feel like this needs to be improved, or like this to be stepped up a little bit. I need to work harder in this avenue. It's just like I don't know, it's a love and hate thing I have of myself, but I never have a never satisfied attitude with me. I don't think I'll have a limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in this like capacity that we're in right now, there's really no ceiling. Like
Yeah.
in the digital world, they keep expanding on it, and as long as you know how to maneuver in it, you'll just be able to be an asset to it forever. Really,
Yeah.
I mean, like just amongst the creator economy. Because every time I really be telling people too, for me in my eyes, even like an Instagram has only been at a certain level of popularity for like a decade.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even been that long. So there's still so much time. It's still very new. People are still adjusting to the fact that even more and more every day, you could be unwillingly on camera,
Yeah.
especially where like now, I don't know if you've seen them, they got them glasses where like it's gonna be stuck in front of your face.
All right. Yeah, they got
Is it-
camera on the glasses.
Yeah.
I seen that.
That's wicked.
It's actually scary, dude. No, they can have glasses on. They're recording you and they record conversation.
That's
I don't
wicked.
even know.
So yeah, it's about understanding it though, ultimately, and even as a creator and people building brands, you gotta also build like companies or like products and stuff like that. Like even what you got with the dub, is it dub or duck?
Dup at
Dup. Duck,
not DUTT.
dut back.
Yeah. It's like that last
Duck.
T. You gotta like slickly like say like duck, so it sounds like duck, but it's like a certain way like
Duck back.
yeah.
Okay.
Got a little prop of it. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it.
Oh yeah. Show it. You got your own business outside of the whole creator world, and that's the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So show it all. Duck back. Hashtag cop up. And also, we got something else that goes great with marijuana. Moritz.
I like that.
Well,
Hey, how you doing, Chef J?
For our final course today, don't worry about it. We're gonna get that situated. Apologies. For our final course today, we have my grandmother's bread pudding.
Oh man.
And vanilla bean ice cream with a cream cheese glaze and a mint garnish. Sush. Jor.
Judge J, thank you so much. Over here cooking.
Banana recipe. Nice. All right. At this point, you should know how we get down, okay? But you rate that thing out of 5 lemons. You hear me? Let's get into it. Next squishy.
Yes.
Yeah, a little squish to
Dip
it.
it in first.
Yeah, a little squish to it. Oh yeah, I might end up eating with the 4-2. Get a little yummy in there. Grammy. Hashtag Grandma Lives Matter.
Yo, Chef J,
GLM.
no plays, you gotta win an award or something, bro. They got like some food award in New York. Put that man #1. This broke the scale. I don't think you can give this a 5 out of 5. You gotta give it like a 6. Like a 6 out of 5, 7 out of 5. Like,
Grammy put 8 toes in that mouth. Ooh,
bro.
I knew it from the swish. You gotta smell and hear your food for sonification.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Wherever. So,
Chef J cooking, man.
Chef J cooking with the eats. So, what right now would you say is your favorite meme of yourself?
The shirt laughing one where I pull it up like this on the GIF.
Yeah.
Probably that. Other meme. I thought if you remember the one last year on TikTok went crazy. It was the barber one or something like, or I said what something in the chair, and then like they changed it to all these different characters or something. Like it was weird how it came about, but I think that was probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Memes and the shirt cover one too.
Yeah, the one where the my name's Flight, you can call me FTC.
Oh yeah.
And he's looking at you like I'm a grown ass man.
Bro, it's so funny because like when I did that, like it randomly blew up. Like that was done all the way in like 2017.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just sitting on the couch, and that just is just a normal vlog, and they took that, and it just, I don't know how it just went so popular.
Yeah.
Like it's catchy as hell though.
Because it's like the epitome of the differences between the generations of where, older people are still not necessarily accustomed to like either always being on camera or like people just having alternate egos type of thing.
Yeah.
But hey, you gotta get with it or get lost eventually.
True.
But when would you say you really started with your foot in the game, and then where do you feel like, at which point do you feel like you made it and you here and you know that you have an impact on the community?
So like foot in the game, I'd say like once I hit like the first 1,000,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's when I was like, okay, like, you got like a household name, like you stepped in. When in terms of like making it, if you would like to say, I say like, man, honestly, I'll say like during that, like honestly, quarantine, especially, and then like since then. Because like when that time happened, especially like, everything shut down, you can't go outside now. For granted, like my bread and butter is always like the desktop type of like, stream stuff or reactions or whatever. But it's like I also want to involve that outside content too. And it's like when I was able to see like just so much like growth and like the blessings, even with like the world damn near coming to an end, and I'm able to like still like make shit happen, like felt like back to the wall or whatever, like that's where I felt like that was like that stable point right there. Like that was that, okay, yeah, you got something, don't take it for granted, like keep applying pressure and, just be yourself.
Got you. So speaking of making things happen, right? So EBN, we dropped a card game, right? Dating card game called Third Date Energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to make it happen, right? But in this world where everybody is maybe just trying to get into each other's jean zippers, it's like we can get there, but can we get to know each other a little bit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna have you answer some of these questions.
Okay, bet.
Okay. Yeah, you got a shorty, and she, you on the third date now.
Okay.
Or you're trying to get to the third date. You're trying to build up to that third date. Because a lot of times with third dates, that's when you really get into that nitty gritty of like, do I want this person?
Yeah.
Or am I going back to the streets?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
true.
here, pull out the card.
What do you think is the deepest form of intimacy? And this is talking my perspective on like a third date.
This is in general, like, what's your, your definition of that?
My deepest form of intimacy when it comes to a woman, it's gotta be the right type of like touch. Like I don't like someone that's like, I like clingy, but I don't like too clingy. Like you gotta know when to like hold hands, you know what I'm saying, put your leg on me or whatever out in public, or like be hugged up and stuff. You need to know like when to just like, let me just be to myself. I think balancing that out and knowing equally when to just like someone for them to be on you kind of like it's like them understanding you, like being able to read you without like having to say. I think I should have said that also too. Be a woman being able to read you and act on their actions without you having to say anything. I think that's a good form, deepest form of intimacy for me.
Yeah.
Because like I just don't like. I'm a big believer. Like I hate like if feel like I got to start over like this and that. But if you feel like you can read my mind, I don't know. It's like a superpower. I feel like I look at, so it makes me like okay, like comfortable with them.
Yeah.
I don't got to say too much. Like you know what to do.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Common sense. Common sense don't be common though.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Should throw that one in there too.
I got two. Yeah. Let's see the bottom.
Cabin trip or beach vacation and why? Um, I ain't gonna lie, beach vacation. Like I'm not really too fond of like old modern stuff. Like I like the new technology. Like I don't like a cabin that's like has like a something from like 1972 or 1930. Something's not working right. I just don't like the look.
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable with the beach vacation. You expecting everything to be upgraded, like at least newest or whatever. It's the beach. Crazy thing is, I'm not too big of a fan of the beach either because I just don't.
With sand.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Sand. Like who wants? Like it's hot, and I'm on sand, so now and I'm on hot sand.
Yeah,
Right. And then like there's like bugs in the sand.
yeah,
Like now something's touching me, and I thought I was just on sand.
exactly. And then it gets in your car. Obviously, you can wash off and stuff before, but it's just like still, I just hate the feeling of the sand. But yeah, I'd rather the beach vacation any day over the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no brainer.
So that.
What is your guilty pleasure show? What is the definition of that again?
Guilty pleasure, like something that you don't really tell people like that, but you be doing that. You be like sneaking in the bathroom, you on Peacock, and you got a bunch of people in your crib, but you got to get your fix off.
Yo, that sounds crazy as well. I think it's easy. Like I really admire like a woman's feet. Like I admire like them having like the right foot shape, the right just look to it. Also like the right style. Like I really fuck with like French tip. Like I feel like white toes are getting played out. Personally, I mean you can still rock it, but like switch it up. I like the pink toes too. Like yeah, I low key that's a little guilty pleasure. I fucked with feet. Like a really nice structured woman foot that has the right like toe design, French tip, pink toes. Like yeah, that's weak for that.
Got you. So you threw a toe in your mouth before.
Damn, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Which toe? All of them were like,
Yeah, like just on some like some cool sexy shit, like just
yeah.
one by one, not the whole thing like a barbarian. I can't do that.
Hello, say I wanted to see like what cannibal level you was at. Whenever, right? Because there's levels to things.
Yeah,
It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? Fresh pedicured. Maybe have her walk on some towels before she, once she get out the back
Yeah.
shower. Yeah, she's not touching the floor.
exactly.
I think people don't take that to account though. It's like, yeah, she washed her feet, but then she touched the floor again. So it's like, and then you still put it in your mouth.
No, so I don't do none of that. I always make sure, yeah, it's out the shower. Like
Yeah.
that's a must. Like especially like you also got to be careful. You coming out from them coming outside the one like sandals or something. They'll have like some dirt at the bottom, the base sole. No, you gotta the shower and then yeah, we good.
Yeah,
That's it.
I feel that. You see, like foot etiquette. This is important. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be throwing, toes around. You asking for feet sucking, and you're not doing the proper hygiene. You got to make sure you get in there. Let's do one more.
Describe your perfect first date. Perfect first date. Low key dinner spot that has drinks, good food. Um, maybe like not sightseeing necessarily, but just more like a little ride around in the car, listening to some good music, convo. Um, back to the crib or the telly. A decent smoke session, and then like spend the night. I think that's a pretty perfect first date to me.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
And when she's spending the night, she's there in the morning as well.
Damn, I gotta be transparent. Yeah, It depends also the chick. I don't mind the over the morning, but if it's the first date, I'm gonna be honest with you, because you can't, just like ever see, you can't give them the all.
Can't give 'em-
I do prefer like maybe like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., out, and that's just the first date. If we, obviously maybe the third or fourth, you can spend the night tight up, over. Yeah, I prefer like doing everything I explained and then maybe out by like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Like,
Yeah. Cause like you got your own crib too. Like you don't want to go sleep in your own bed. Like why you gotta sleep in my bed? Like come on, like
if you really think about it, like it does sound kind of crazy. Like if you're that comfortable to, the first date.
are you a homosexual? Like what's going on? Huh? I'm talking about the girl. Like is she a homosexual? Yeah, I mean it's like where's the place to rest your head?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, man. I think that's perfect. And also too, I'm a bit like, like with OCD, you never know if a girl got a crazy ex. You still got to figure them out. She can have her location on her phone and she's spending the night with you like that. Like,
You heard what they be doing with the iPads now?
yes, they can change the location.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Keep the iPad at the crib. He said, "Oh yeah, I was at the crib."
Yeah, bro, that's scary.
Wicked.
Y'all be careful out there in relationships, man.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to get you the third date energy card game, because then you can get to know her and you can know if she's crazy or not. And then you got to just you got to ask intentional questions, because everybody just trying to get in each other's jeans zipper, right? So then when something bad happened, you be like, "Damn, how'd it go wrong?" It's because you ain't even know her. You was just trying to get her jeans zipper. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need third date energy. Got to pop out, get down and dirty. But you know, speaking of combo, you know what I'm saying? Definitely had a great combo today. Elajas and friends, you know what I'm saying? Over some good eats, quality eats. Jay, you know what I'm saying?
Jay.
Quality eats. All right, so let's run it back from. Okay, we got this empanada joint.
Yeah.
Right. What you rating that one?
I rate that one a 4 out of 5 with everything.
Got you.
The dip sauce.
Cool.
This 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I mean, or 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
6 out of 5.
Oh,
Broke the scale.
Grammy.
For dessert.
Grammy knew what she was doing. I'm telling you, she threw 8.5 toast. She dipped the night one in, but she didn't put all the way in.
Yeah.
But it was in there. Sure.
Yeah, it's made with a lot of love.
Yeah.
W Granny.
W Granny. You know what I'm saying? GLM. Getting down dirty. Okay. So leave them off with some advice on really building that brand as a creator and knowing that things are going in a direction, even if every day something might not look like it's going in a direction.
Oh man, you gotta continue to apply pressure. All gas, no brakes. Everybody has a different chapter. Like your time is gonna come. I feel like you also gotta enjoy the process. Like at the end of the day, you're doing this because whatever lane you jump in, you're doing it because you genuinely love that. You want to wake up and be able to have that, that dream job or whatever you do. Enjoy the come up to it. You know what I'm saying? Smile more. Stop being so down about yourself. You're gonna get blessed. It's gonna happen. Stay true to yourself. And also another underrated aspect, make sure like you're always being a good person, because karma comes in all types of ways. If you're like nasty to people or you're just being a shady person, you may necessarily not get like actual bad karma in terms of like maybe something bad is gonna happen, like you're gonna, borderline lose your life or someone's gonna get hurt close to you. Sometimes karma can come back in your grind. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes God will just make your grind and make your breakthrough a lot more longer because you're being a nasty person, being shady. So just remember to be a, positive person and do people right. And I feel like, you're gonna be unstoppable.
Viciously getting down and dirty. So for all the people that don't know where to find you at, tell them where to find you at.
Flight Reacts, first channel, second channel, Not Your Average Flight. Instagram is Flight23Right on and also on Twitch, Flight23Right on Twitch and Instagram and Twitter, Flight Reacts.
Okay. You got anything new coming up?
Yeah, I got a new project dropping. Kimani, which is my first name EP, part 2 is dropping the top of November. I have 2 features so far. I'm trying to work on the third one, but it's 2 features so far. It's 13 songs, and it's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be my most amazing work. Undeniable. A lot of good. Not only just life lessons, great vibes. It's gonna be a timeless project. I'm very excited to drop it. I've been working on it for the past 2 years. I delayed it actually from 2024 because I wanted to put more love into it, and I think it's gonna be generational right here.
I can't waste no time. I'm really timeless. Getting down dirty. After this, ladies and gentlemen, gonna do it for this episode of Elajas and Friends. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notification bell so every time we drop a new damn video. Make sure you follow Taylor, ELAJAS, and on socials. Make sure you follow EBNTV on all socials, or type in EBN on your Googles. You gonna find something. You know what I'm saying? You might find some eats. You might find some card games. You might find me yelling at a camera. You might find me outside walking, putting on some. Never know. But today we talking to Flight. You know what I'm saying? And we're getting down dirty.
Like she set up. Hey, yo. Brad, man. That shit was smooth. I don't be doing interviews like that. I know that shit was like, I like that. Yeah, of course.